Have you ever thought of buying a franchise or currently own one or many? If so, this podcast is for you. Welcome to Franchise Euphoria, the podcast created and hosted by franchise attorney Josh Brown for the sole purpose of helping people find success through franchising.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Franchise Euphoria, the podcast to help you find success in franchising. I am your host, Josh Brown, and just thrilled to be here again today to provide you with another Franchise Euphoria tip of the day. You know, in my last tip of the day, we talked about my ebook that I have available on my website at IndyFranchiseLaw.com. That's INDY franchiselaw.com. And my ebook's titled What to Know Before You Buy a Franchise. And in that ebook, I identify 10 things that are really vital for you to know and for you to think about before you purchase your franchise. And in my last Franchise Euphoria tip episode, I discussed the importance of knowing and understanding your personality before you buy a franchise. And in addition to that, I had the opportunity to interview Dan Miller on a prior episode, and he speaks about this as well and provides some tremendous insight. Well, on today's tip of the day, I'm going to be talking to you about my second most important thing that you need to do before you buy your franchise, and that is you need to identify your passions. You need to understand what it is that you are passionate about. What is it that drives you? You know, it's so rare to meet a successful business owner who hates what he does. That's because passion is what drives people, and it's what makes it possible for you to be devoted to your business. It's what pushes you through the hard times and allows you to celebrate during the good times. It's really what makes it possible for you to get up at the crack of dawn, which you will do quite a bit, and turn around and burn the midnight oil on the flip side. It's what ties you to your business and gives you a reason to build it. Without it, your franchise will become an inconvenience and a burden, something you grudgingly get up to do. And after all, that's really what we want to avoid. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me when I hear about people who have left the corporate world or who have left jobs where they're employees to just really go buy another job. I know Michael Gerber talks about that a lot in E-Myth Revisited, and which is a fantastic read. If you have not read that, I always recommend E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. It's incredible. But the idea is, when you're looking to buy a franchise or a business, you're not looking to buy another job. You're looking to buy a business that you can build and be a part of that will allow you freedom, that you can build in such a way that you don't have to be there doing things all the time. To be sure, when you buy most small businesses, there is a significant period of time where you will have to have your hands in a lot of different things. But the idea is, and the whole reason why you're looking at a franchise, is that the systems and the processes are laid out for you so that you can follow them, implement them, and really focus on what it is that you as the owner should be focusing on. And it is just so important as part of that mix to really understand your passion. But here's the real important part of this tip of the day, is that passion will only get you so far. You know, as an example for myself, I love golf. I'm very, very passionate about golf. I love playing golf. But it would be crazy for me to go pursue a career playing on the PGA Tour just because I'm passionate about it. Well, the reason is I'm not as good as the people on the PGA Tour, and just not in a position to become the best. And Jim Collins, in a tremendous book titled Good to Great, talks a lot about a concept that he calls the hedgehog concept, which is, imagine 3 circles intersecting, one circle being the passion circle, where you find that thing that really drives you. The second thing being, okay, what is it that you can be the best in the world at? And the third circle being, what is the economic driver? In other words, what is the way that you can make money at it? When you can take the passion, what you can be best at in the world, and the economic driver, and you have those 3 circles intersecting together as one, right then and there, you found what your business model can be. So I want you to understand from this tip of the day, passion is super important as a way for you to really determine things that you're interested in, but also things you're not interested in. But it's only the starting point. Just because you are passionate about something, passionate about a particular business or business model, that doesn't mean you necessarily want to buy that business or become part of that business. You need to figure out, where do your skills fit in? Can you become the best at that? And what kind of money can you make from that? What are the economic drivers of that? So hopefully this tip of the day was beneficial to you. As always, you can reach out to me at josh@indiefranchiselaw.com or call me at 317-688-9111. Until the next time, happy franchising.
Thanks for being with us today on the Franchise Euphoria podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to go to iTunes and provide a review. Also, please remember that although Josh Brown is a licensed and practicing attorney, nothing contained in this podcast should be construed as legal advice, because it is not. The information contained in this podcast is general and educational in nature, and none of it should be relied upon as legal advice. That being said, if you have questions for Josh and would like to contact him, please email him at josh@franchiseeuphoria.com. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope you tune in to our next weekly episode.